Hello there guys, welcome back to Blood Bowl 3. I know last episode we had a little bit of an audio problem. Should all be good now, should have in-game audio, and let me know how good my voice volume is this time around. We're actually going to go back into it, and we're going to continue with our Pro Elf team. Elven Unions. And let's just find ourselves a match. It is a little bit late at night, but I'm sure there's somebody spinning a game or two. So we should find somebody in no time at all.
Good evening.
Alrighty, looks like our opponent is Chaos Chosen. I actually have not gone against this team yet, so I'm very curious to see what happens. Let's take a look at their team real fast. So... Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Chaos Renegades are the ones I have not gone against yet. This is good old-fashioned Chaos. That's right. Alright. Looks like we're going with the normal setup, and they've got 3 rerolls, so we should be good to go. He's using the good old-fashioned Wilbur. We're going to kick the ball again, just like last time. We still haven't saved a setup, but it actually looks like they may have updated the setups, because this is not the defense position they gave us last time, I don't believe. Alright, so we're going to keep our thrower and our third catcher that we recently hired in the back. Kind of use them as a more of a mobile thing and try to keep them safe. Alright, so looks good. We're going to go with this setup for now. Since we don't have dodge yet, it actually might have been a good idea to keep our blitzers a little further back, just so that they don't get blitzed. Our opponent doesn't have block himself, so having block on the end doesn't really make too much of a difference there. We also put it a little too close so the Chaos blocker can actually reach us. Not my best idea of a starting setup, but still going to play it out the same way. Looks like our opponent is mansing us. It's pretty terrifying. He does have the strength advantage, so pretty spooky. I'm going to get a really mediocre kick right into the middle, but it's all good. We do get rain. I don't...
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing.
It's actually pretty good for us, since our opponent's going to struggle to pick up the ball just a little bit. We're just hoping on none of our linemen getting absolutely destroyed here.
Almost competent.
I'd say having all 3 of them knocked down is what we would expect to happen. Looks like he realizes it's raining and is a little worried about it.
Come on, guys, together.
He does have 3 rerolls for his start, so I do have a lot to be worried about. It is not his first game because he does have SPP. I guess it's obviously not his first game. There's no way he would have had... I actually don't remember if the Chaos Chosen get 3 rerolls out of that gate. I don't believe they do.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Then again, they do have a big guy they could take, so they might.
He's going to sleep.
Looks like 1 knockout.
We'll see him on the pitch later.
I'd say that's about what you'd expect on your first turn as elves.
They've grabbed the ball.
Dang.
A wise move.
Looks like
as
the
it's
rain
quite
has not made a
fundamental to the
difference.
game.
So we're going to want to just try to screen out our opponent as best we can here. We're going to get our easy hit on the blocker over here. Hope it does some damage, but with armor 10 plus, it's pretty hard to get anything done. We're actually going to aggressively position our
Another
blitzer
player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about
to
this.
threaten some kind of knockdown in the back. We're going to be using that just to kind of buy a couple turns.
That players earned their wages today.
Hopefully maybe get some kind of steal going, but getting through that strength 4 cage is going to be quite a mission for the Pro Elves. Looks like he's going to just mark all of our pieces here.
Pass opportunity there. I wouldn't care, but the coach might.
Apparently, wizards call that kinetic energy.
Dang. Gets
That
the knockdown on our
is as
blitzer
slippery
over
as an
here,
eel,
which
but
is
not quite as cuddly.
unfortunate.
Now he's good. He can move freely.
Just knock
A
him
prone player
back
is a dead
here as
player.
well as we can. Just get him
Off-time
off of our pieces. Actually, just gonna stand up the splits here. Try to get him to pull some players that way.
This is going to be decisive.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
And it's pretty risky, but we actually can set up a potential surf on this side. And we do risk a couple pieces doing that, so I'm not too sure on it just yet, but it would help us get a blocker off the pitch, which might just be worth it. It just cost us a lineman. Gonna go for it. Probably not an ideal play, but I'm willing to risk it.
A snotling baked
Let's
in a pie
go
stands
and
more
knock
chance than
him
this poor
back
kid.
here.
Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Joe?
He seems a little stunned.
And just to make it a
doesn't he?
little safer, we're actually going to move our piece out of here. Looks like he is going to take the opportunity to just push past us on the other side. We get the good old thumbs up that everyone's been talking about.
The thing about Blood Bowl is how it brings everyone together.
We don't
in a
mind too
common
much if we can
joy
just
of death.
force our
You
opponent
have
to
orcs,
score
dwarfs,
a bit
men,
early.
and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the same stadium, and all desperate to see some shredding death.
And the position he's putting himself in right now isn't actually that safe. We can actually get our blitzer in there if we really, really wanted to. Having the extra piece there does make it harder.
Moved right next to a teammate.
He does actually stand up and dodge away. Wow, he gets it too. Dang. Well, that is very unfortunate for us. Gonna go and just knock down some pieces and let's try to get in our opponent's way here. We are gonna have to make a rush. And then a couple dodges, but it's definitely worth doing.
Safety in numbers.
We may as well dodge over here to get a hit with our blitzer, who's now in the back, really out of position. Try to free him up just a tad.
That'll help a player move without.
Also helps to get a knockout there. Evened up the player count. And we got pretty lucky on all those dodges playing out in our favor, so. Didn't get punished. That's always what you're looking forward to, you know? Now, good old-fashioned chaos. They did get a slight nerf now that Mighty Blow does not work on Pile Driver, I believe.
You know, I may actually
But they are
say
still just a
something
strong team all
witty and
around.
insightful soon. I'm just waiting for the players and the coach
So,
to do something.
It's always
Anything.
interesting to see how
Please,
the older
just be
teams play,
Interesting.
just with the new idea of being able to pick all their skills, you know? Curious to see if anyone's actually gonna try to save up SPP to get stats on these guys, because it was a very popular strategy for the Chaos teams, was to try to force doubles and get some crazy stuff on their pestingers. Our opponent does have almost full control of the pitch right now. We're kind of just trying to play catch up, so we are in a bit of danger at the moment. We do have two guys in the back that can mark a blitzer onto the ball, though, which is everything the Elven Union want to do. He does realize it, though. We do still have a way of getting a blitzer onto the ball if we can deal with all this over here, which we actually can. It's not going to be the safest position, but we can always try to stall as much as possible. That is the game plan. Stall, stall, stall. So we're going to come over this way. really don't have a good way to do it. Definitely want these guys to come up and actually contribute. What we're actually going to do, most likely, is go for the 1 dice on the guy back here with our blitzer. To try to get anybody on the ball. Sidestep should make it incredibly annoying as long as we just get him on there.
That went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
It is good that we got the injury and whatnot, but we did not, in fact, get a piece on there, which is unfortunate. We're going to just try to go. Looks like our opponent most likely just has this score in the bag, but again, it's all about stalling and getting in the way. There's always a chance with elves. All it takes is one little fumble and the ball will be out of here. He does go to the side and gets the pretty easy knockdown.
Following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Looks like he's going to go screen all the way at the end of the end zone. This is one thing with the Elven Union team, that I've never been the best at. I always just give up way too much ground way too easily. I usually stick to the bashier teams. But with the changing to passing, I figured I might as well give it a shot again, you know?
Bloodvisor have certainly got
wanna
their
use
hands
all the new
deep
stuff.
into Blood Bowl, don't you think, Bob?
I know the Bloodwiser CE.
Bob!
Count those teeth, Jim. You'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds.
There's a turnover. We actually do have a fairly easy chance to get a blitzer onto the ball, just like we were saying last time. We will be taking safe hits first, though, just to be safe. Yeah.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
That's all good right there.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
So we're going to go and get this hit here with our blitzer and then get him onto the ball. It's pretty rough because he doesn't actually get onto the ball like this.
What's that player doing, Bob?
They look to be rolling on the ground in agony, Jim. And here comes the other team.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
Probably just going to take the turnover
All I
here.
can think of is splat.
Yes,
Well, we have a
that's
dead
it.
player.
That's what we want to see.
That's always unfortunate. At least it was a lineman. The elves are expendable. As long as it's not a positional, that is. Just gonna get up and blitz with the horns. Oof. It's another pretty good hit there. He's gonna move his cage over to be a
Goblin
little more
Gambling
secure,
are
I
a
guess.
Great company to be affiliated with. Any problems, you right, Jim. But there's something else.
Oh dear. I hope
He's
that
gonna take the
player
bolt
has
down
a little
again
will.
and then is
written.
half.
Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them. That'll do, player. That'll do.
Does look like our best bet is going to be having a dodge out. Still have a reroll pocketed, so all else failed. That'll work. But we get the dodge. We need the reroll for the hit.
Unity is strength.
We do only get a push, but hopefully with sidestep we can actually
Not over.
do enough damage here and be annoying.
Oh, too easy.
Only takes one failed action. Can always force our other blitzer onto there as well, just to double the odds.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
He blocks one of our sidestep positions, which is a very good play. And he blocks the other as well.
Are they dancing or fighting?
We do get to pick. I am going to pick to actually
That's it.
toward my own end zone here.
Ow.
Slippery like an eel. Why not just squash him next time?
He got himself out of a dangerous situation.
Puts him in a position to just score the ball, but most likely he's probably going to stall for one more turn if I had to guess. If he does try to do that, though, he cannot guarantee its safety. Bringing in the Beastman does make it a lot harder. If he leaves it right where it is right now, I do still have a one dice play, however. Most likely he'll move it. He's noticed
You got
most of the
anything
things.
cool
Yeah, he moves it
recorded
one
on your
space.
whiz wool box other than old blood bowl?
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Games like this can get a little rough.
Now his buddy can move freely.
I'm not sure why he's not choosing to use his rerolls. He still has 3 left. Now, I do have a potential play, but it is absolutely ridiculous. But you always have to try to go for the win, you know? Having no rerolls for this play does put us in a very interesting position, to say the least.
That's a good choice for this play.
Jeremiah Cool always
We do get the knockdown, which lets us do the play. So now we can get a 1 dice onto the ball carrier. Unfortunately, the push does mean we will not be getting a knockdown. Can go over here and pick up a couple more free hits, though.
If I
Just
had a
in case an
gold
absolute
crown for
mad
every
lad
player
play
I've seen lying
happens,
on
we'll
the
just
field
run
during
the
my
catcher
career,
down here to be a
well, I
scoring
could
threat.
start my own team. You only need 1,000,000 gold, right?
We can come over here and just mark some players to try to be a nuisance. We'll see how that works out.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what
Goes
he's doing.
straight for the dice. Gets a push. So he can actually stay in the way. Looks like he is going to
What
blitz
can you
with
do
Beastman.
against a full speed
Doesn't get the
horned
knockdown.
opponent?
Rerolls. Doesn't get it
Aim
again.
Between the eyes.
Oof. Gonna have to move to mark him. It is gonna give him a dodge chance to get away though.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Does work out there.
Boom! Must be extremely frustrating, don't you think?
Banking those 3 rerolls all the way to the end of the game. Really had an outcome on that. We do get 1 free turn of just beating up some warriors at least. Still not sure why they insist on throwing the blitzers all the way to the back like that, but to each their own, I guess. We get a decent kick at least to
devotion of the
score
spectators
some
appears to have
SPP
attracted
with a
Nuffle's
pass.
attention.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Just a regular armor break. Those aren't any fun. Should have gone for the block guy. Oh well. Only thing we missed out on was a foul. Train 4 really is so tricky. Quick snap here is actually very helpful. The ball is, however, right on the sideline, which is not ideal. Or line of scrimmage.
Going for the ball, but can they pick it up?
They could follow up, of course, but they've wisely decided not to.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle or size.
Don't have the best position with the ball being so far forward.
Hey, that guy looked almost competent.
We are going to try to threaten a little bit on the right side. I should have actually checked that my thrower could not reach the ball. Gonna have to make that and going for it.
That's it. Pick up the ball. Apparently it's more difficult than it seems.
They can hit me here though, so I do need to go for the other one as well, which is not ideal. Thankfully, we don't get punished for it. Looks like he plans on trying to pin us down in the middle. I assumed he would play a lot more aggressive, but
You know, I may actually say something witty and insightful soon.
He's
Just
holding
waiting
back
for the players and the coach to
just
do
the
something.
right amount of
Anything, please.
Hold it.
Space.
That'll help a player move without risk. He'll get an assist now.
We do have a fairly decent play here. It's not the best. Does involve us being a little sneaky as elves. We're just going to play it a little safer, I think.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
We want to get back into the middle here. We'll play dwarves for a little bit and throw a
Can't
one dice
argue
with
with
block.
that ball, can you, Ball?
It'll work out for us. We really needed it to, so
Now
that
as
is
free as
a
a
very
fart in a
thankful thing to
thunderstorm.
happen. We can actually get very annoying for our opponent here.
The attacker has an assist.
They're still standing.
He does get a two dice ball if he does this correctly. I'm just playing all in all. Not the greatest game at the moment. Looks like he's going to try to keep our blitzers locked down. Really starting to think we shouldn't commit the blitzers to the line to try to hit the warriors. Sorry, blockers now.
Also on tonight's show,
Hold it.
Comes in and marks and then gets the two dice with the beastman on a blitz.
it looks
Very
rather
sloppy
like an
play by
old
me.
traditional spectacle in
He
its
gets
style.
them both down. I wonder if he's going
I
to
know
take it.
this one.
He re-rolls and
Torgomania.
does not get a hit, actually. Very useful for us.
Then push them back. Personally, I'd have decked them. Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
We are in a very bad spot, to say the least. Probably going to make some one dice plays here again with block. Hope they work out for us. Thankfully, they happen to be on our side today.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
We're going to stand up this line anyway. He's most likely going to get surfed for it. We actually can break free now through the middle here. It is going to require dodges on most of the elves' part, but
Now everybody can
it's
move
what we're
freely.
good at.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground. There's only one word to
Just
say
to be
about
safe, we're
this
going to
one.
knock down as many of them
Not
as
a
we
word,
can.
Jim. Now, crutch.
And we're actually going to go for this dodge. Works out for us. And on that note, we're actually going to start dodging in our other pieces. Fails. It'd be very helpful to have this guy over there, though, so I am actually going to use our reroll.
Nicely done.
Actually, going to move him back one space. Small misposition there. And we're going to move. We're just going to keep rolling one. Keep dodging the ones, you know? That's the Blood Bowl dream. Never roll a single one. And we're going to live by it. Sometimes you just need to roll really lucky when you play a really bad game. This is one of those times. And just like that, we are in a very good spot all of a sudden.
Serve my drink to me chilled again, and I'll have your arms sawn off with a rusty blade. I want it warm. Warm, I said. Body temperature. Is the blood in your veins cold? No. It isn't. Then why should my wine be any different?
Hmm.
Is this microphone on?
This man, the attacker,
That's
smells
a pretty good
weakness.
hit there, and he does get another chance to hit our ball carrier. Now that it is on this side of the field, though, I feel much safer about it.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Does bounce back in our favor, thankfully.
Now it's just a simple matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple.
Oof, he makes a dodge with the
Loose
chaos
ball is a
blocker.
dangerous ball. The player needs to secure it fast.
Hey, they look almost confident.
We may see that
We're getting
player
knocked out
later.
left and right here.
Wait.
Stuns all around, KOs. Getting a little
How are
thumbs
they going
up.
to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
There's only one word to say about this,
Oof.
Bob.
Not a word, Jim. A sound. Crunch!
Wanted to try to free up our blocker here, but failing the first part of the dice roll there does indeed make this fairly difficult. Gonna have to just go for another risky play.
Things are getting
No
interesting.
rerolls this time to back us up. Need our blitzer to get in there, pick
A
up the
good
ball,
coach
and
always
dodge
uses
out
the
again.
right player for the
In
right
the rain,
job.
no less.
Get up
Odds
or
are not
get
in our
off the
favor
field.
for it, but I have complete faith in our players.
The team have possession.
He fails the dodge after getting a pickup, and he's knocked out. Oof. Ah, it looks like we're in a pretty bad spot for this game. Our opponent is playing very well, and we are playing very poorly. Definitely not my
Ball
best
is
showing.
currently secured, but now they must grab it.
Sure, it's become almost criminally apparent that I am not one who uses elves very often. I tend to leave them based far more than I should. Well, he does roll double turnovers there. Is he going to use the reroll? He takes the both downs. He feels that he's safe enough. And honestly, he probably is. I'm not too sure how I would even begin to release this ball. My best bet would be to just try to send it flying. But I don't actually see a good way to do that. So I could get in the way here in one dice. Not ideal, but
He tries to
I don't think
secure
there's
the
many
ball.
ideal plays left. We're just going to take a turnover there.
I've seen some bad Blood Bowl matches in my time, and this is one of them.
Oof.
He's on him now, like a
Sorry.
knockout.
Another KO is going to send a player out
They're
right
gathering
off the
around that
field.
lone
He does
wood,
roll double
like
skulls.
halflings round a sandwich.
He's got to reroll it this time. There it is.
That's a natty little move. Still, I'm willing to bet a good punch will have him face down in the mud.
Knock our boy to the side here. He can actually surf our piece now, if he so chooses. He has the player count advantage, so no reason he shouldn't.
That'll help a player move without risk.
It's gonna knock him straight off the field. And it's looking like this one's almost a guaranteed loss, but we'll stick it in there just off of the small chance that he horribly misplays. Odds are not likely, but you never know. Blood Bowl is a dice game. It's always a chance. For our opponent, it's probably best to just not even try to pick up the ball in the rain.
Push the stronger player back. That'll do.
But the temptation of that sweet SPP is always there. Oof, and the ball scatters to an absolutely horrendous spot for us.
What a bunch of incompetent gits. If I had my way, I'd flog them all.
You know, being the optimists we are gonna try to bounce that ball somewhere usable. We get the hit, so we can send it out of here.
Intimidation is the key. One of my strengths when I was playing.
Not the best spot I've ever seen, but also not the worst. I think we can actually get our ball carrier there to pick it up on a 6. First, we're going to try to dodge out a couple pieces. And we may as well go for it.
Does the coach realize the odds are against him?
Does he care?
Oh, the ball has been lost.
Scatter's right next to us. It's not that bad. Although, in this situation, there isn't many good options. If anyone's got any tips for how elves can deal with strength 4, I'm all ears. I'm not the absolute best at dealing with enemy teams when they're higher strength than me, to say the least. That's why I typically play the higher strength teams. Much simpler to play.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots that hard?
The ref's not looking, so yes. Now his buddy can move freely.
He's going to try to pick up the ball.
Loose ball is a
Oh, he's going to use
dangerous
the
ball.
beastman in the back, of course.
No, too easy.
Oh. No, they're both down. Game really wants to give us hope.
Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something?
Again, I think we're just going to try to make really dumb plays. The game's telling us that it's sick of us, so it's trying to get us out of here. Fair enough, game. Fair
I've
enough.
seen some bad Blood Bowl
We put on a
matches
really
in
poor
my
showing
time,
for this one.
and this is one of them.
Just gotta beg Nuffle not to
The
kill
assist gonna be
the
enough to
last
come
couple
out
of
on
my
top.
pieces on the pitch, you know?
That'll help the player move without risk.
Hopefully our opponent isn't gonna go for a turn 16 foul, but you never know.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
Interesting, he's gonna go for the surf. I would have just gone for the hits to get SPP, but
And he's still standing.
I guess he'd rather have the guaranteed knockouts.
Are they dancing or fighting?
Does push us back onto the ball. Oh, he's going for the long bomb. Absolute mad lad, I respect it.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
Unity is strength.
Oh, well, right into the end zone, or sideline.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Hopefully not anything too bad. Ooh, broken arm. Eesh. At least it's a lineman.
Oh, that looks
He's gonna
painful.
be out of here, it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Broken arm
Pretty
is just
hard
badly
situation.
hurt.
I don't think they'll make it.
Okay. Oh, he picked it up with the blocker. Do they have worse passing than the Beastmen? They do. Interesting choice on his part. And I think we're just gonna try to safely get our boys out of here.
Not bad.
Keep everyone else on the ground just so they don't get whacked.
That last burst of speed,
Oof.
always risky.
Going for the really long
Slippery
run
like an
over here.
eel.
Really wants that extra
Squash him
SPP.
next time.
Just a stun. We're all right with that. Well, good on our opponent. Let's see if he gets the absolute crazy pass play. Give him the old emote since we don't have a chat system. Oof. Tails the going for it. Rerolls, gets it. Let's see that pass.
Someone's getting
It is
fired in the morning.
out of here. And, well, it's the end of our game. We did lose 1-0. We did get MVP on a catcher, though. That's not too bad. And we did, in fact, lose a dedicated fan. And our treasury is doing okay. If we can look at all the SPP that we've earned, we only got SPP for the MVP. So not a great game at all for us. We can go into the elf team and just kind of take a peek. We are down quite a decent number of players now. It appears as though... No, it was just badly hurt. He was not missing next game. So he is just back. Sadly, with 75k, we could only get a lineman or a thrower, and personally, I don't really think the thrower is all that worth it. I think we're better off just picking up an apothecary than running with some journeymen. But, as you all saw, that was our game. Tune in next time when we attempt episode 3, and hopefully, in game 3, we put on a much better showing than what we just did. Because, oof, that was a rough one. Well, see you next time, you guys.